Hey, it's Tinla here and welcome to the channel. Today I want to do a video review of this Chinese FEC specification Android head unit that I purchased on AliExpress for about a couple of $100. The reason I call it a FEC spec because the seller using some sort of like a modified firmware to make it appear as a high specification, but the actual spec for this unit is very low. It's about 4 gigabytes. I mean, it's lower than what you pay for. That's what I meant. Okay. So, but anyway, I make a video how to check for your Android head unit, whether it's using a FEC specification or not. Okay. Using a modified firmware. So at the end, the recommendation from this app is that it's saying this device is using a modified firmware to report FEC specs. A lot of them from AliExpress website. If you know how to check it for your spec, you should know whether you have a real spec or the FEC spec. Okay. So anyway, I put a video up here. If you want to check it out, go ahead. First of all, I want to talk about the hardware. Okay. And the hardware, as I said, it's a FEC spec. You know, it has some sort of like a fan at the back of the unit, but it's very annoying when it was running. Okay, so I cut the power supply to the fan to disable the fan. It's very annoying. Basically, the claim is a fan to cooling your unit and whatnot, you know, but the fan is very annoying, running like high RPM, tiny fan. It's not like a big fan, but a tiny fan. It's so anyways, and also the plastic case, as you can see, it's not bad. I mean, I consider it's not as like a perfect, you know, plastic, but it's actually okay. Polycarbonate or something with ABS, which is not bad. I've been sitting in the sun, but it doesn't change any color, as I can tell, but which is okay. That's acceptable. It's not the best, but it's okay. I like it. Okay. Some people complain that this one falling off, maybe because they don't install correctly. Speaking of installations, I had a problem installing this unit. They claim it to be 100% fit, but it takes a whole day for me to fit this one properly and securely inside my, you know, kind of dashboard here. So here's the problem installing it. So this one, you see, it goes in properly fine here, no problem, right? But when we go over this side, when we see it, it's just all these part here, you know, the metal part here. When I push it in, it's just hitting this kind of like back plate here. I mean, it doesn't fit properly in at all. All these part here, all these components and all the metal part here, this is metal. It's just part of the unit, you know. It's just hitting the back plate here, so it cannot actually properly sit in the position at all. I, you know, swearing up and down because of the back plastic cover of this unit doesn't fit properly well. I had to dry down some of the portion in order for it to fit inside this dashboard properly. It doesn't, you know, at first it was like having a gap. You know, when I installed this one, it's fully flush, but then again, this one has a big gap over here because it didn't install correctly. And if you run through the pump or the pothole, the unit would actually pop out. So that's the problem if you don't install correctly. Okay, but anyhow, I overcome that issue. No problem with installation. I had to open the whole console unit. I'm gonna make a video on how to install the unit soon. It took me a whole day, but then again, if I do it a second time, it would take maybe less. That's 100% for sure. Let's talk about the wire harness. Okay, it came with everything included for you to install, and it's very straightforward. You cannot misplace, you know, some of the connector because the connector come with the correct size. There's only one way to go in, and you cannot do it wrong. You know, that's a plus for installation. It's very easy. It's not that hard to figure out how to put the wiring harness, you know, one going to your original OEM system to basically getting the power to this unit. But the problem is that they came with some of the RCA connector, which is not a good quality RCA connector. it came loose. You know, the RCA connector is not that great at all, very low quality. So I had to reopen after like a month of installation because I got a static noise coming from the Android head unit, because this unit connect into your auxiliary input. So you had to connect some RCA with the auxiliary input. So I gotta zip tie those connections and it goes away, which is good. But anyway, I ran into another issue is that without the headlight, the unit outputs a little bit of static noise. But as soon as I turn on my headlight, the static noise will go away. If you have any idea how to fix this problem, put a comment in the comment section below. I'll appreciate it. About the hardware, reliability is one of the issue as well. You might run into the issue, okay, in the summertime. With the direct sunlight, the screen won't be able to boot up. I mean, the unit itself would boot up, but the screen won't be able to display if you don't have anything cover your unit. But other than that, I put something to cover this unit during hot summer day, you know, to basically protect the unit itself from the sun. So keep that in mind when you purchase the Chinese Android head unit. You might run into that issue problem as well with the screen, okay? And the touch screen, finicking, okay? It's not like Apple tablet or Samsung tablet. It's kind of finicking, okay? You know, but it's kind of like they mapping out the touch incorrectly. You know, if I hit over here, for instance, I'm gonna show you for this one, this is with the touch, okay? So if I hold this one, it won't be able to go up and down. You see, it won't take it. But if I hold it offset a little bit, so I can move up and down. You see, I don't know if you can see it there. See, I hold the offset a little bit, so there. See, but if I hold directly on it, I won't be able to move. It's kind of weird. Anyway, what do you expect? A Chinese made Android head unit. Okay, that's with the hardware, the touch screen, how responsive. Sometimes it's not responsive, okay? It's you know, sometimes it takes a couple of clicks to click on one of these buttons. What else do I want to talk about? That's pretty much it. Hopefully this video is useful. It's my honest review about this Chinese flex spec Android head unit. If you find this video is useful, please give a thumb up or share this video with other people, just in case they are about to purchase any Chinese Android head unit. You know, nobody pays me to make a review about this unit. Thank you and see you next time. Bye bye.